So you were injured in a serious car crash here in Virginia. You suffered catastrophic injuries. You lost a lot of wages from your work. Maybe you even lost your ability to keep doing your job. But you're not the kind of person that sues. Hey folks, my name is James Abrini. I'm a personal injury and criminal defense attorney here in Northern Virginia. And I cannot tell you how many times folks have said this to me. They've come to my office after suffering a devastating injury, after suffering devastating effects on their life, but they tell me, James, I'm just not the kind of person that sues. I just want to settle my case. I just want to move on. I'm not trying to get rich. And I have to respond with highlighting the fact that that phrase is so often used that it's really a great marketing term for the insurance industry, and it's really showed the impact of the lobbying that the insurance industry has done on our government, but also our public. So if you've been injured in an accident, if you've been injured because of somebody else's negligence, you've essentially been taught that it's a bad thing to try to get compensated for your injuries. You've probably heard about lawyers like us being ambulance chasers, and maybe you've heard about other people having been injured and making a claim. You've probably heard of the hot coffee case, the hot coffee at McDonald's case, and I'd urge you, if you heard about the McDonald's hot coffee case, I would urge you to Google what that case is about, because the reality is, if you've been injured because of someone else's negligence, in large part, it's going to be an insurance claim, because you're going to claim against car insurance money. Hopefully, there's sufficient amount in your case. But it's not about, quote, getting rich. What is really happening here is you've been put in a job. You've been given a job by somebody else's negligence that you never asked for. You never asked to be devastatingly injured. You never asked to have to sit in a hospital bed for weeks or maybe months. You never asked to have to go through surgery. You never asked to have to take time off from work and inhibited your ability to progress in your job. You never asked for this. And in Virginia, when you're making a car insurance claim, this is really a fancy word for an insurance claim. Even if you end up having to sue in court, I tell folks that a lawsuit for a Virginia car crash case here in Virginia, in a lot of ways, is just a fancy car insurance claim. Because the way it works is, in order to order an insurance company, either somebody else's or your own auto insurance, to pay you money for injuries that you've sustained, you've got to file a lawsuit. And if we can't come to an agreement, you have to ask a jury to order and a judge to order that insurance company pay you the amount that you deserve. So if you're concerned about being the kind of person that sues, all I'd ask you to do is talk to a lawyer. Feel free to reach out to us, or talk to anybody else. Talk to a good lawyer and make sure that you understand your rights, but also what's happening. Wish you guys the best, and like and subscribe for more information. Best of luck.